Welcome to Jimmy's Blacksmithing. Today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple rose. Like that slag. I try to move the work around different areas of the anvil. Because a lot of anvils get a big belly in it. This one has a slight one right in there. Anyways, we're trying to flatten that out because it's round stock, and so what we do is we want it to have an ability to twist into something like this. And like this had I think it had an extra rose coming up here, and it was just so thin it broke off. Excuse me. You can make them look like this. It's been a while since I've done it, so you'll have to excuse me. I'll try and make it nice for you though. A little cold. You always want to make sure you got plenty of heat. And this is a gas forge that backfires once in a while. Startles you a little bit, but made it about 10 years ago or more, and just have never refined it. It was a design I came up with, and I've been wanting to share that as well, because it's an open forge to where it's not confined. You can put any kind of piece, circular or otherwise, in it, instead of like a tube, like most gas forges. Coal forges are great, but you can see how fast it loses the heat. Or should I say rapidly. But anyways, I was telling you about pounding on different areas. You can hear this, listen. It hits this little dip here. It's only the thickness of a thin piece of cardboard difference in the rest of the anvil. It's got, I think, a little high spot right here. I've machined it by hand and got it considerably nice through the years, but it needs another, 8 or 10 hours of work. But that's okay. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, it all takes time. Normally I would put 2 of those in at a time. That way you can keep moving and moving, and you're more efficient with your fuel. This forge, if I work about 5 hours a day for a month, I can use a 5-gallon propane tank, which is not much considering the amount of work it can produce. Anyways, You can turn it up and down to where you can get considerable heat on larger stock, which is nice. Now we're going to bend a 90-degree angle on this thing. Let's see, trying to remember which way we're going with it. We're going to twist it. Just trying to make a little STEM activity, like stem cell research in the shop. You know, like a wise guy. Well, kind of like when you're putting the a stem on the rose, like this. Okay, this was flat stock, I think 3/16 by 3/4 or 5/8, something like that. You can see how nicely you can split it off and get a leaf out of it. Sometimes you can get two, as well as having the rose on there. There again, these aren't perfect, but this was just an experiment years ago to see what kind of stuff I could come up with and hone my skills. No matter how good somebody is, there's always room for improvement. Now, sometimes you can start this in the hole, like that. Get your curve started. Start it in the hardy hole. There you go. Like that. And twist it along as you go. Losing a little heat. And sometimes, that's okay. Sometimes I'll put a vice grip on the end of the rod to make it nice. I'm going to switch hammers because I can't remember. Some certain hammers are good for certain types of work, and I might be obsessed or fanatical about it, but that's just the way it goes. Everybody's got their own methods. And there again. On there and straighten it out just a little bit, so you keep turning it as it goes. Trying to do this as fast as I can so that the video doesn't take too long and take everybody out of their busy schedule. You've got forging to do, as well as other things in life. Anyways, I've had this hammer I think about 40 years maybe, and it's got a little bit of a chip out of it. Been meaning to repair it, but it doesn't have an effect on the work, and it kind of leaves a. It was like that when I got it. I was a young guy, and now what I like to do. Done with that part. There again, I'm trying to keep it real simple so you don't have to spend all day watching this cheesy video. Hopefully this will help anybody out. And here's something, you can do this stuff out of copper too. This is almost irrelevant to what I'm doing, but this was a gift idea I had for somebody. And it's too uniform. It doesn't have, I didn't get the life in it that I wanted to. I'm not used to doing a lot of copper work. I've done some, but anyways, I'm just trying to entertain you while this thing was heating. Don't mind me. Taper it down just a little bit. You can do it on the edge of the anvil too. I just do this, and I'm just trying to get this a little more into its place. I don't know if you can see me doing that or not. hoping this turns out just right, so everybody out there in video land can see what's going on and do something for themselves and others. Yeah, life is not all about ourselves. Excuse me, it's good to have personal growth and progression, yet it's good to minister and serve our fellow brothers and sisters, whether they're old or young, especially children. Don't mind me getting philosophical. There you have it. Hope you like it. Have a beautiful day. And thanks for watching and subscribe.